420 kilometers north, Bill Henry is racing to fix the dangerous ice bridge across the Albany River.
A large vehicle traveling on this area of the road could damage the road or fall through. Their chances are that it could break.
If he can't fix it fast, the convoy of trucks won't be able to reach Attawapiskat to deliver their vital fuel.
It's not safe, so right now we're repairing it. We've cleared a portion of it with a large loader, and right now we're resurfacing it by a water truck.
Repairing an ice road is nothing like repairing a traditional asphalt road. The process is called ice capping.
Ice capping is when you take water from a river and then just slowly spray it out onto the road. It creates an ice sheet on the top of the packed snow.
The ice that makes up the road isn't thick enough to support a heavy vehicle. So Bill uses specialized water trucks to drill beneath the ice and pump water from the river below. The truck then sprays it onto the road's surface. The sub-zero temperatures quickly freeze it solid, making the road thicker. But it will take many passers to make the road strong enough to take fully loaded tankers.
Yeah, we're just trying to fix it best to what we can.
Bill won't know if his fix has worked until he comes back tomorrow to measure the thickness of the ice. If the ice bridge still isn't strong enough, the fuel trucks won't be able to make their run north. And to make matters worse, a blizzard is blowing in. Heavy dumps of snow on ice can make driving on this frozen highway even more treacherous.
The storm coming Thursday, Friday, 2 days of snow, approximately 25 centimeters, 25 to 30 centimeters within 2 days. But we take Mother Nature as she comes, right?
In the engineering yard, Brian and his team of mechanics are ready to change out the traction motor.
Really careful.
The pressure's on. They need to get this train north before the storm hits.
Push that in. Okay.
Each motor costs up to $13,000. So there's no room for mistakes.
The guys just below us are putting the last couple bolts in, and we're gonna transport it back to the coach shop to reinstall with the locomotive.
After several hours of painstaking work, it's done. Brian's team quickly roll the truck back to the locomotive body. And reattach it.
So the guys did a great job today getting the traction motor changed out. This locomotive is now 100% ready.
The mighty Locomotive 2200 is back at full power and ready to roll north. The fuel train can finally set off for Moosonee, with a new crew at the helm.
The run from Cochrane to Moosonee is 186 miles, so it takes us roughly almost 5 hours.
Conductor Dave Houston is hoping for a fast run. The impending storm looks like it's going to be a big one.
Yeah, they're calling for a storm watch, 25 centimeters of snow and 70-kilometer-an-hour winds.
But whatever the weather, the fuel has got to get through.
There's a big demand for the fuel right now. They want to ship as much as they can while the winter road is there. It'll probably start to melt, in the next few weeks, I would say, depending on the weather. This is potentially some of the last tanks that they'll be able to get shipped up there.
Dave's destination, Moosonee, is the end of the railroad line. No roads connect it with the rest of the country, so rail is the only way in. This means that the line passes through one of the most remote wildernesses in Canada, with a potentially dangerous cargo. Dave's got to stay alert.
There's derailments that can happen. Sometimes you can see a fault ahead of time, but definitely not in this weather for sure.
It's not just faults in the track Dave's got to look out for.
Definitely the fuel is the most dangerous thing that we haul. Just have to keep our eye on anything that might be dangerous and be ready to stop at a moment's notice.
On the road to Attawapiskat, Bill's on his way to check the repairs to the damaged ice bridge. It's down to him to make sure the fuel convoy can get through. If they don't make this run, no fuel will reach the hospital in Attawapiskat by road until next winter. Lives are on the line.
Today will be the decision whether we open up to heavier traffic, depending on the crossing of the North Channel of the Albany River.
Bill's team has pumped thousands of litres of water onto the road to thicken the ice. Now it's frozen solid. He needs to check if it's thick enough to support the convoy of 5 fuel trucks. With so much at stake, nothing can be left to chance.
Well, this is a ground penetrating radar unit, so it measures every 12 inches, and each measurement has a GPS coordinate. And those measurements from that machine get sent Wi-Fi via to the laptop, and then we record all that data. We'll drive about 10 kilometers an hour, towing this machine, and just measure ice. It determines whether we open this crossing to heavy loads.
The radar system automatically tells Bill exactly how deep the ice is. It has to reach a minimum thickness to be safe enough for fuel trucks to drive over. But subarctic conditions and modern technology don't always mix.
Why is it taking so long to pick it up?
No, just the Wi-Fi, that part of it could be getting old, I don't know. There we got some bars there now.
Huh?
We got some bars here now, but still searching here.
Yeah.
Strap it up, we'll try again. It's all good there now, it's ready to go.
Eventually, the radar is ready, and Bill sets off.
60 inches right here, Steve.
What we see so far is really good. We got 51 inches, pretty consistent here. 48, 49. Yeah, we're done. We got good ice. We got a significant amount of ice, so it looks really well.
Bill's measurements show that the ice has thickened up nicely.
Open to heavy traffic.
The only thing that can stop the fuel getting through now is the weather. And the forecast isn't looking good.
We're looking at, 50, 60 kilometer winds, and the gusts can 60, 70. And we just monitor the storm and see what we get, and then we do our best to deal with it.
Further south, the storms are already hitting hard.
Weather always adds a little bit of fun to it.
Ahead of the train, in Moosonee, the team are furiously fighting the deadly ice freeze.
Okay, I'll go to the next one. As it snows, we just keep going pretty much. And on days when it's snowing, you pretty much just keep doing the same thing over and over again all day.
With the fuel train thundering towards them, Monique and her team have a battle on their hands to fix the switches so that the train can get through.
Snow, you can just blow it away and it's a lot easier to deal with for sure. A lot more work when you're chipping ice.
With temperatures plummeting to -20, switches can easily jam with ice. As switch is a vital component of all railways. It's made up of two movable rails. In one position, they keep the train on the same track. In a second position, they switch the train onto a different track. But during freezing weather, ice and snow can jam the mechanism. And without working switches, it's impossible to change tracks. Today, the switches are quite literally frozen solid.
They're full of ice, so they're a lot harder to turn the switches today. We just chip the ice out from underneath. We don't want to slow down the train, so try and keep them on time as much as possible. It's got to get done. Somebody's got to do it.
It's grueling work.
Freight train should be about 8:30, 9 o'clock. Oh, it's here.
If they can't free the switches, the fuel train is going nowhere. Dave calls into traffic control.
Anyone's channel 1?
What the heck?
Morning.
It's not good news. After a 500-kilometre journey, the fuel train risks being stranded just outside Moosonee station.
I'll go see what's up.
But as the blizzards intensify, Monique's team are struggling.
Okay, I'll just try and switch this. Try and throw it.
Finally, after 3 hours of grueling work, Monique and the team clear the tracks.
Thanks, man. Cheers. Bye. Welcome to Moosonee.
They may have reached their final stop, but Dave's day is far from over.
We get our switch list to see what customers need what cars and go from there.
He faces a Herculean challenge to unhook the 26 cars and get the fuel tanks to the depot so they can be hauled north by the ice road trucks.
We get a list like this and it's all mixed up. We never know exactly what we're getting till we get here. It's basically like playing Tetris, only heavier. This kind of weather, things take a little longer and everybody has to be patient.
Finally, they've done it.
So we got Tony as fuel and this is our last move of the day.
The fuel has reached Moosonee, ready to be trucked north on the ice roads. But the weather could stop the trucks in their tracks.
Bad weather's supposed to start tonight. 70-kilometer-an-hour winds and 10 or 15-degree temperature drop. So might be 30 degrees below with the wind tonight.
The ice road won't be safe in such a severe storm. Fuel yard manager Tony has no option but to delay the convoy.
Oh, we're not going to be leaving today. This weather is not very good for our trucks. It's not good for anything. The brakes will be freezing up. Maybe visibility will be bad and it's going to shut down.
25 centimeters of snow fall. And driving winds of 60 kilometers per hour create a virtual whiteout for hours. Eventually, there's a break in the weather. "5:30 a.m. and the ice truckers seize the moment. The fuel convoy finally hits the road.
There's
5 of us today, this morning. 110,000 liters we're carrying today.
Lead driver Monty is responsible for guiding the convoy safely from Moosonee, 260 kilometers north, across the Albany River ice bridge to Attawapiskat.
Attawapiskat is about 260 kilometers. 5 hours, I guess we should be there if we don't have no issues, 4 to 5 hours. And the visibility, of course, is a big thing. And if there's snow, drifting snow, we could get stuck.
Behind him is veteran driver Rich.
There's chances of accidents out here. It is an ice road, so slippery corners, so lots of traction. There have been some collisions out here, some rollovers. We all hope for a good trip. No fuel spills, no one gets hurt, get home safe.
These roads can be deadly at the best of times. But after such a big storm, you never know what's around the corner.
Last week we've been hit with storm after storm. See how narrow it's getting in here? Because everything's so white. Oh, it looks like one.
As day breaks, the punishing conditions take their toll.
You say you haven't got a lot of heat, Hank? Oh, antifreeze? This guy got to put antifreeze in his truck.
One of the trucks in the convoy is losing antifreeze. This means the cab has no heat. With temperatures of minus 25 degrees, it's a serious problem for the driver.
It's cold out there, so every time it gets low in antifreeze, he's losing his heat. It'd be like driving with your window open. If the vehicle quits on you, there's a good chance you're gonna freeze to death.
Being in a convoy is safer, and we can help each other out if we get stuck.
3 hours in, and the truck with low antifreeze requests a stop.
What's happening? We're not stopping, are we?
It's not a good sign.
Well, you got no heat?
Without heat in the cab, they can't continue. The fuel convoy could be in jeopardy.
Is it leaking?
Veteran ice trucker Monty has an ingenious plan.
You block off the front of the rad so don't get the cold air going into it.
Now he's just got to hope it will work.
Think you'll lose it?
Monty plans to block the flow of air into the radiator to warm up the air inside.
Just blocking off the rad so it's not getting the airflow going through the cold air. It's just you can use cardboard or anything, just to block it off. These trucks, they're only used at the winter road. They stay in Moosonee all year round. You see more rough road in one trip than we probably do all year on a highway. Yeah, hopefully the rad holds out to get us back to Moosonee.
The trucks make good time, but before they reach their final destination, they have to cross the newly repaired ice bridge across the deep channels of Fort Albany River.
You can see the dips in the creek here. That's why you got to slow down.
I've seen some interesting things out here, some bad. We're gonna stay calm and carry on, unless you like doing a polar bear dip.
Bill's repairs were made before the big storm hit. And if one of these big rigs broke through the ice, it could be deadly. Monty slows the convoy to a crawl.
Usually keep our distance, so we don't want all the weight into one area. And if something do happen, well, we're not all in the same hole.
Monty goes first, inching carefully across the ice.
You can't hear it cracking, actually.
Halfway across, he spots a huge crack.
You see a big crack on the river crossing there, on the bridge.
See
See the crack? See the one going in front here, look? See it?
Here we go.
Yeah, go ahead, Rich.
Okay, I'm cleared the channel.
The road holds.
That's what was holding us up, guys. Looks good from here on.
They're now on the home straight. The convoy crosses the Attawapiskat River and reaches the town.
The end of the ice road. Well, we made it anyway, guys. Good trip.
They deliver their precious cargo to storage tanks at the hospital, ambulance station, and sites across town. Fuel is the lifeblood of this community, and with this delivery they shouldn't have to resupply again until next winter.
And we're ready to pump.
After 3 days and almost 800 kilometers, it's taken dedicated cargo crews.
Made her back, nothing went boom.
Just the way I like it.
Tough track maintenance teams
They'll make it through anyways. That's why we're here.
and heavy hauling truckers.
We're gonna stay calm and carry on. And we should be home free.
To keep the fuel flowing on one of the world's most extreme railroads.
On to the next delivery.